Hey, what's happening, people? How's it going? Welcome back to Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream. Tonight is going to be a online stream. Well, I mean, it's called Sword Art Online, but quests, boss raids, whatever. Also, I'm going to be eating my dinner, so heads up. I don't normally do that, but after like 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning, I don't really care about professionalism anymore. I've already put in my like almost 8 hours of trying to be you know, a very, like, I don't know what the word I'm thinking of. Very business-like channel, you know, very whatever. But after certain hours and I still have to work, then it's kind of like, I'm getting to my dinner. And I don't have time to wait between streams or whatever. So, having a Hot Pocket, got some juice, and we're going to be grinding up the Mage character. There's also some stuff to do with some of your sword characters, your fighters. But that's only for a limited time. In fact, it's only for the next 16 hours if you had this game. So, also, I need your guys' help for Zelda to hit 1,000 views. If the 20 of you guys here could click that link, you will have a Zelda stream tomorrow. If you don't click that link, there won't be a Zelda stream tomorrow, because we're still not at 1,000 views for Zelda. It's like we need 100 views in order to get another Zelda stream. SAO's in trouble too. SAO got 830. So yeah, it's just today was a bad day. I don't know why. I'm making you hungry. Hey, Trayvon.
そういえば深次郎は ALO もやってるんだっけか ALO じゃ何の種族なんだ
ALO の私は激強なシルフの美女剣士なんだぜ。両手剣だろ、旋風だろ、ランスだろ、何でも振り回しちゃうんだぜ。
本当にシルフなのか
Yeah, hi, people. There is no Nightbot, there's no type of AI chat interface. This channel is shadow banned, so a lot of our features and compatibility with other stuff online is disabled. Like, YouTube messed up this channel 4 years ago, so if you remember Nightbot and all that other stuff, it will never work on this channel ever again. What is SAO? It's an anime that's been around for quite a while. Wait, when was Last Recollection? What game is that? I don't remember their essay. What? Okay, so the Sword Art Online anime came out in 2012. The first game came out in 2014, I think. Okay, I was wrong. It came out earlier. Game was released in Japan on PlayStation Portable in 2013. So they're still celebrating 10 years of SAO games. Released on the PlayStation Portable. First game to come out in the US was 2014 for SAO. So Japan beat us by like 6 months, something like that. So Sword Art Online Infinity Moment came out on PSP with mixed reviews. Got 8 out of 10, and it has a Play Asia rating of 4 out of 5. Decent RPG. March 14th, 2013 in Japan. In the US, it released, I believe, January of 2014. I've never played the PS Vita one, or any of the PlayStation ones. I played SAO for the first time on either Switch or PS4. I don't remember. It was a while ago. But I have covered a lot of them. I enjoy them. Somebody was asking me before, like, would I recommend the gameplay of SAO? SAO is a game that it's very heavy on the grinding, like older ones. This one, not so much. This one is heavy on playing online with people, and you can't really grind your character offline. Like, you cannot. It's all about that, like, World of Warcraft, like, massive multiplayer online experience. Like, you quest with, like, 20 other people, or you do a boss raid, work together with different people, strangers, compete against them, and you have, like, these massive, like, TV spectacles of the show. Like, the boss raids are based after episodes of the show where characters fought these giant monsters, literally to the death, because Sword Art Online, what made it different than other Ishikais or Ishikis or whatever you want to call it, those trapped in another world, reborn in another world thing, is SAO was a thing about video games, but the creator, Kaiba, got a hold of the, I guess you would say, safety measures of the game, because it was a virtual reality system, and he made it so that your virtual reality machine would kill you if you died in the game. So it became a permadeath game. Alright, Spicy Pepper, I'll let Amber know. So we'll be playing mostly as the Administrator tonight. That's the plan. Yeah, it is different. The SAO show was also about love and romance, sacrifice. The first 14 episodes are some of the best anime I've ever seen in my life. And then the show goes off the rails. The show is amazing until the second half of season 1. And then the show gets a little bit better with following seasons, but they completely like have a huge tonal shift that a lot of fans did not like. So what fans wanted them to do in the original SAO is they wanted people to they wanted to focus on the death game aspect. Like these people who are trapped in another world, that kind of stuff. But what they do is they have them clear the game and they do all these time skips. So in the 2020s, what they did is they created a movie franchise, or a movie series, that's had 2 movies so far that released in 2020 called Sword Art Online Project P, or also known as Project, what's the word? Progressive, whatever. And it takes place from Asuna's perspective, that a lot of light novel fans got to experience a lot of Asuna's point of view, but the anime could only focus really on one main character. And the main character they chose for the anime in 2012 was Kirito. So the movies have an emphasis, instead of Kirito and Asuna's romantic relationship, it shows how they became friends, which I think is actually pretty sweet. And the first movie is very heavy on character deaths, just like the first season, and then the second movie is more focused on how Kirito and Asuna kind of fell in love. But they both don't really push that forward, because the second movie takes place on floor 4 and 5. They don't fall in love until Asuna falls in love with Kirito around floor 10 or 11. Kirito finally realizes he loves her when he almost dies facing some enemy. I won't say who, but it happens near the end of the series, or the first season. And then the show becomes like a slice of life, comedy, kind of, when Kirito and Asuna are together. But then it becomes super serious in the final episode. What would have been the final episode? Final part of the first half of season 1. The episode name is called... Oops, I'm on Sword Art Online. Underworld. I don't want to be on Underworld. Go back. All episodes. Season 1. The show becomes super sensitive on episode 13 and 14. So they give you Kirito's and from episode 10, 11, 12, 13 is very heavy on Kirito and Asuna's relationship as it expands. And then episode 14 is this huge tonal shift that's very dramatic. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's what fans love. And then episodes 15 through 25 are kind of lame because reasons. So what original fans wanted when they fell in love with Sword Art Online is we were hoping for that Sword Art Online would be about these characters being trapped in this death game and seeing how they survive for 2 years, being on life support in the hospital with their brains stuck in a video game, right? But what they did is they fast-forwarded through all of those moments, and they gave us little moments that were sweet, great, between Asuna and Kirito, but they didn't show all the characters or the literal struggle and psychology of what was going on with these people being trapped in the life and death scenario. And then when they get back to the show, after he clears the game after episode 15 or whatever, they speed run it, essentially, then the show is no longer about life and death. It's more of a show about this guy trying to deal with life outside of the video game, where he was trapped for 2 years, and needing to rescue the love of his life, who is in not any danger of dying anymore. She's in danger of being taken away from her boyfriend. So I mean, they change it. And then with the second show, Sword Art Online 2, they kind of bring back the fear of characters being killed in video games, but it's not a overarching thing that happens through most of that season. It's brought up, and there's fear of, oh my gosh, I could die playing this game if, I run across this character called Death Gun or whatever. But it's not as big of a focus as you would think it is, I guess I would say. It should have been, but it's it feels like it becomes a bigger focus at the start of the 4th season, which would be called Sword Art Online Underworld or something like that. Then they really explain, oh yeah, if you run into that Death Gun character, you're going to die. And, Kirito and Asuna experienced that firsthand. But, I mean, there was really there were no stakes. There were no high stakes. With, SAO episodes 15 to 20-something, and SAO season like 2, or known as Sword Art Online 2, the GTO thing. There were no stakes. There were stakes again with the Underworld, and I think that's why SAO kind of got saved, is because the Underworld was a 2-season anime about Kirito being in a life and death situation, as well as Asuna being put in a real-life death or situation where she has to deal with terrorists with guns. Not able to use her, you know, video game powers. Like, Asuna's put in an incredible ordeal, along with the people around her. So, I mean, a lot of fans like the Underworld. It's a little hokey sometimes, and there's more of an emphasis on new characters as opposed to the original cast, but when you see the original cast, it's like, it's a really rewarding thing. And now fans are just waiting for if they're going to reboot Sword Art Online like they did with the Progressive movies, which is basically adding stories to the original Death game, Sword Art Online 1. So Sword Art Online Progressive movie 1 and 2. First movie came out in 2020. The second movie came out in 2022 or 2023. And those stories are about Einkard, which is the place where the Death game takes place. And the characters we're living their life. We're seeing the trauma involved, and they're beautiful movies, but I mean, for people who grew up watching SAO, it's just kind of like stories that we didn't get to see, but they were alluded at. You know, that these characters kind of mentioned these events happened, you know what I mean? But you never got to see it because they fast forward like so much of the story because Kirito is the main protagonist. And since he's a solo player, you don't really get to see him hang out with Asuna and the rest of the crew because she makes a decision to join guilds to survive, and Kirito doesn't want to be with any guilds or partners or anything, so he goes solo until he comes to a point in the story where he can't. But the movies changed that. The movies it's almost like a reboot in a way, because how Asuna and Kirito work together is very different than how they did in the original show. Because it comes to a point where they do become partners and they work together for 2 years, but now they added like these story elements that never happened, where it kind of changes the first meeting of Asuna and Kirito, which it does. But I wasn't mad at that. In fact, when you see the first movie, you're kind of hoping that something happens for Asuna, and then lo and behold, you have this rewarding, you know, audience thing where, I mean, literally, I was on the edge of my seat, and I knew this all took place in the past, but the movie was so good that it fooled me into thinking there's high stakes involved with this. Like, someone is going to die. You know, the music was tense, everything was like, oh my gosh, like a core character, a real, you know, SAO character is going to die. I literally, my mind went there when I saw Sword Art Online Progressive, the first movie. I didn't think any characters were in danger in the second movie at all. Mostly because the characters were all leveled up by that point, so there's really no fear of dying anymore. Until, you know, much later on, when they climb the staircase in the show. When they get past, like, floor 5 and 7, there's high stakes again, but when they're in, like, world 4 and 5, I didn't really feel like, and that's where the movie takes place. The second one is floors 4 and 5. Good movie, but again, there wasn't like a lot of high stakes involved at all. I felt no sense of dread, and you know, the characters were very like veterans at what they did. They've been in the game now for like 3 months or something like that, so they know what they're doing, all that other stuff. But I still enjoyed the movie. I was hoping there'd be a third one, but I don't know if they're going to make a Sword Art Online Project P3. I hope they do, because I would kind of like them to focus on Asuna and Kirito for the third one even more. But I think people told me, I was on an anime thing a little while ago, they were saying something like, the plan is they're going to do a new Sword Art Online movie that doesn't take place in the Progressive universe or the Project P universe. It's going to be a movie that might continue the Underworld, or it could be something like along the lines that they did with Ordinal Scale. And I was just kind of like, okay. And Ordinal Scale wasn't a bad movie, mind you. I don't think it was bad, but it was different. Link bit me before he went to sleep, Spicy Pepper.
さすがだね。
Link
やるじゃ
got
ん。
me good.
すごい。よろしくね。やるじゃない。申し訳ない。頼んだよ。やるわね。
Okay, Zelda is getting another stream.
私がいるんだもの。
Good job,
当然
people.
よね。
Let me repeat that. Echoes of Time, episode 14, got 1,000 views. It just crossed over. So Zelda will be getting a stream tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Or 3 o'clock, or whatever. SAO needs help. SAO episode 7 is at 850. Whatever views you guys can do to SAO tonight, that stream would be very helpful. Because I can't promise there'll be any SAO content tomorrow. I don't know. I'll give you guys until noon, but I won't be up, so that's Amber's call. Also, just so you guys know, I'm just kind of hanging out with people online. I'm not actually trying to get tons of kills or do anything. I have to play as a mage 15 times in order to unlock the next reward thing. So I have to keep playing as the mage, which is mostly what this stream is going to be. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I have nothing with a player card. I don't know any of that. So I can show you what I mean. See where it says I've played with the mage 5 times? See the reward as 700? That reward goes to getting this or getting that. This is your free season pass. And you can see you get new costumes, profiles, weapon skins, taunts. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Some unappraised accessory. Don't know. No idea. No idea. Taunts. And then this SAO ticket. Eventually, I'm going to use it to buy the Asuna thing because I have a error in my game that I cannot make purchases. So this Asuna costume that you're seeing here, which is, I think, from, I don't know, might be one of the movies she was in. I don't know. I don't remember her in this outfit. It could be from a previous game. But you go to purchase, there's my glitch right there. See how the SAO metal shop is not available? It says PlayStation Store nothing. Can't do anything. Also, I've purchased $20 worth of stuff in game. It's supposed to show here. It says nothing. So it's kind of annoying.
ピナちゃん、気持ちよさそうに眠ってるね。ぐっすりです。でも、ピナはキリトさんのお腹の上が一番好きみたいですけどね。キリト君とピナちゃんが一緒に眠っていると、なんだか可愛いよね。
What is my favorite season of SAO? Season 1. I rag on the ALO thing, but the ALL, the Elth arc, as most people call it, it's all about Kirito trying to save his girlfriend. Because, like, when Kirito cleared the game, 10,000 people were in Sword Art Online, right? 10,000 people were logged into the game. 4,100 people died. In real life. Okay? There were 6,000 survivors. What was supposed to happen when Kirito and Asuna beat the game, everyone was supposed to be released. Asuna was one of the 300 people that her consciousness was transferred to another game. Or, you know, they wouldn't have material for the next part of the season. So she became a damsel in distress. And she was taken advantage of by a childhood friend. And Kirito only has 1 week to save her. So, the entirety of the second half of Season 1 takes place in a virtual reality world that's kind of like Lord of the Rings. Which, you see how some of the characters have elf ears? And they look like animals? I'll give you, like, this guy here is the bad guy. He's the Fairy King, evil dude. He's been crushing on Asuna since he was a little kid. Or not a little kid, teenager. Lusting after Asuna. Asuna is 17 years old. This guy's like 25, 26. So his plan is to, while Asuna's in a coma, in the hospital that he owns or whatever, he's going to marry her in 1 week. And in the meantime, he tortures her consciousness, like literally almost rapes her, inside of the elf world. And, you know, Kirito finds out at the end that, and, you know, other stuff, but he's been torturing Asuna, trying to rewrite her mind so that she'll be loyal to him and do whatever he wants. Like marry him and all this other stuff. And he's a typical evil dude who I really hoped he died, but he didn't. That, like, even Kaiba, the dude who did the whole Sword Art Online thing and essentially was responsible for killing 4,000 people, you felt for the villain a little bit, like, kind of. No one likes this guy. No one likes the Fairy King. The Fairy King is a jerky character that everyone was cheated in him not getting killed by Kirito. Like, it's not, it's just, it was unfulfilling what happened to this character. It wasn't, you know, people really wanted Kirito to kill him and there's no payoff. So, yeah. So, I mean, a lot of fans don't like ALO because of what happens to Asuna. And also, they don't like ALO because of the pacing in the story. But, if you can get past that, and you look at the love and, like, the love that Kirito has for Asuna, that he risks everything, pushing himself to the limit to try to find her in this game world, where he's not sleeping, he's going into the game, he's doing everything he can, and he's taking it just as serious as he did in the Death game. And then that rewarding sensation when they finally get to meet in real life. They were married in the game. For years they were married. To be able to meet each other at the end, it was refreshing, and it kind of felt like, okay, this is the end of the story, and it was complete. And then they made additional stories after that, and that they weren't the focus anymore. They brought in new characters and GGO and stuff like that, and then Asuna and Kirito became the core focus a little bit in the underworld and, you know, the following seasons and a couple movies. But when you remove the core characters, the ones that everything revolves around those characters, the male lead and the female lead, and you try to introduce all these other plots, the main plot that everyone is interested in is what happens to Asuna and Kirito. And the writer always pushes them aside and focuses on new characters. Especially Alice in the underworld. So it's like people who are there for Asuna and Kirito's story, they become the filler arc of their own universe, essentially. And I hate that about SAO. But I can't stop watching it, you know? It's like, nowadays I just skip to the episodes where Asuna and Kirito are in it. I'm just kind of like, okay, this episode's about Yu-Gi-Oh! Skip. This episode's about their disciple Skip. This is about Alice Skip. It's like, oh, okay, this is Wraith, so Asuna's in this episode, watch. This episode's about Kirito thinking about Asuna, watch. This episode is about blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of how I do it now, because I don't like the fact that the main leads are the filler of most of the story. I hate that. I've been a fan of these characters since 2012, can you tell? I rewatch SAO Season 1 like once a year. It still lives up. But I do skip some episodes of the later half of Season 1. Because there are some episodes that you could just get rid of from the Season 1 to have like a more concrete storytelling of Kirito going after Asuna, and then just cut out all the filler of his sister and all this other stuff, and then you just focus on the core characters, Asuna and Kirito and the villain. And if you watch those episodes in order, it's a more fulfilling experience. Because then you don't have to worry about all the side stuff. Whoop.
最高司祭たるゆえんを見せてあげるわ。
Oh, what am I eating? Hot Pocket. That's all I had time for. I'm having a breakfast Hot Pocket. So eggs, bacon, Hot Pocket. It's food. Huh, we're all wearing masks. That's funny.
最終目標はコボルドロードの撃破じゃ。敵拠点全滅させるわ。行きましょう。
Oh, they patched the game where enemies won't spawn without your party now?
噂通り実力十分。
Oh, no they didn't. I was gonna say, that would suck. I have a question for some of you guys. We've talked about this before, but this has always perplexed me for all these years. The final battle against the Demon Lord, Asuna and Kirito clearing the game. How did Asuna live? Did the Fairy King transfer her consciousness as soon as her avatar died? And, like, got her out of the game? Or because Kirito immediately took down the Demon Lord, like, seconds after her death? Is that why she survived? I've always wondered about that. It's like Asuna either has the strongest plot armor ever, or they just didn't think it through. Because remember what Kaiba said. He said, as soon as you die in the game, your brain is fried in real life. It's instant. Death in the game, death in real life. There's no, like, you know, second to prepare for it. It's instant. So Asuna, in all, you know, all sense of the word, should have died instantly. I think Season 1 is a good story. I just think that Season 1 has a lot of pacing issues after after episode 15.
必要ね。
Whoops. And I think that SAO would have had more fans back in the day if they would have focused more seasons on Iron Card than the other stuff, than all the time skip they did. Because, think about it, there's 100 floors of SAO. They only show you 13 episodes, technically, of what the world looks like. And they do, like, really quick recaps, or they do whatever. In fact, there isn't even 13 episodes about the original show, really, because one of those episodes is a full recap, I believe. Out of the first, like, 14 episodes, one of those episodes is a recap, like Kirito retelling everything that happened or something like that. Which I know they do that in anime, but I don't like that. I'm gonna die. I would hang out with my party, but I'm a jerk. I'm only using my party in order to fulfill my mage requirements. My mage requirement says I have to play as a mage 15 times in order to get the reward. So I am playing this. It'd be great if I could log out and they still give me the reward, but you have to actually complete the level. If you don't, I've tried it actually. I've gone into a game and then, like, requested to leave the game, and I did. And it didn't say I participated, so I played for 10 minutes and I left. It didn't work. So you actually have to go through and you have to play the whole level. However long it takes, you have to do it. If you don't, you get 0. Now, I don't know if other online games are like that, but this one's like that. Which, you know, it's a little annoying because I'm trying to grind that Battle Pass stuff, and each co-op mission can take anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes depending on who you're playing with. Sometimes you'll run into players who can clear the first mission in like 15 minutes or less. But other people, it takes a long time. And not everybody here is to clear the mission either. They're also trying to do the Battle Pass stuff as well. A lot of players that are trying to get as many kills as possible so they can further that kill gauge or whatever they need to do, you know? That's why you see a lot of Yuki players and Argo players right now. There's a lot of rogue players. I'm not lost, I'm just flying around. I'm just wasting time. I mean, this is just a filler stream, Captain Zach. Like, it's not gonna get any views. It's like, basically, I'm doing an ultimate right now. You know? I'd be amazed if the stream ends with 500 views. It's not gonna happen. I usually use this stream to push, like, shorts that went up that day, or whatever. Also, there's always a slim chance that a streamer might get a super chat or a member, like, randomly when they stream, so that's why I do it. Because there's no way this is going to get any ad revenue. I doubt it. I'd be amazed if this gets half of 1,000 views. I don't think so. 400 probably after 2 hours is what we'll get. We're at 38 minutes. I'm at, like, 200 views even, so... I'm going around the same pace as I was in the previous stream, which is not good. That's my leader way up there. Are they trying to clear the cave still? Oh my gosh, they're trying to clear the cave still? Wow. Alright, looks like they finally cleared the cave. Yep, they did. So this party is somebody who's new to the game because I noticed they were taking their time killing monsters and stuff. Which is fine. I'm not gonna, like, rag on new players. I'm just noticing something. So they were just fighting every monster they could. Which is good because it helps you level up and stuff. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna go to where the level ends, though. I'm gonna try to get to the switches and help people beat the level. So we can get to the big boss, and then I can go and play the level all over again. Aha! I might have taken a wrong turn. Is this right? There's no way to zoom in. Okay, I missed my turn. Is it here? Nope, that's not it. My turn is... not here. Wait. Should be right... There we go! This is it. Wait, is this it? Yeah, this is it. So 22 minutes have passed in the game so far. But yeah, I mean, when I saw SAO for the first time, I thought it was amazing. And then when they got to the elf stuff, I was kind of like, so what's the high stakes now? Rescue the girlfriend? That's the stakes? Get her out of a loveless marriage? It's like, where's the, you know, real life and death stuff? Now it's teenage angst. That was my first impression with it. And then I did not like GGO. What I liked about GGO was Asuna's side story, which is like later on in the season. Kind of like her own ALO arc, where she meets Yuki and stuff like that. I thought that was a really good arc. And we got to spend times with the main cast again. It was interesting. I don't really need to kill these guys because I'm going to die anyway. Yeah, I don't have any health anyway. Yeah. Oof. I think if I level up, my party levels up as well, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. I think we're all connected XP-wise, so... Or maybe it's all players gain the same amount of XP? I don't think so, though. And it's only temporary XP, anyway. You don't really take this in with you. The only thing that you can change in a level is your character rank. Like, you can make your character rank stronger. I'm just looking for treasure chests because I need help. Oh, my party's already up there. Hello. Yeah, see, my party is stronger than me, so... They were fighting monsters and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just try to help activate these thingies as best I can. Because I personally don't like playing with the mage character. I'm more of like... I like playing as the fighter characters and the rogues. So the fact that I have to play 15 times with this character is frustrating. I don't think Queen is a bad character, but you're going to find a character that you like playing with more. Because, you know, there's mages, tanks, that kind of stuff. I prefer, like, the more melee-based characters, I guess you would say. I'm probably going to die. Whoa! That's a problem. Huh! I'm gonna stay away from that guy. Is that a heat seeker? Oh! Ow, yep, that's a heat seeker. You can't stop me from ending this level! Though you may try. I am still gonna... I'm staying here at this computer console. Look at me go. I'm contributing! I'm contributing! Give me my participation trophy! Darn it! Thank you for the gifted membership, Spicy Pepper. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I forget what... Ow, how many times with the mage this is now. I think this is round 6, so we have quite a bit to go. The only thing I wish they would fix a little bit is the targeting system isn't the best. Like, sometimes you'll be locked onto a character and it'll switch your target. It's not like a constant thing. So that is a little annoying. Recollect. But yeah, I think what made me really angry about the ALO thing is like all the things that the Fairy King subjected Asuna to. Like, if he got arrested and he got a slap on the wrist, but like it would have been more rewarding if Kirito would have actually, you know, got rid of the guy the way he did Kaiba or something. I don't know. That payoff when he was about ready to kill the guy in the show, like, I was thinking, oh, okay, wow, alright, Kirito's gonna have to deal with the real-life consequences for killing somebody in self-defense. That's gonna be an interesting story, and the show's like, psych! It's like, oh! And they're like, but don't worry, we're gonna give you a nice moment with the characters in the hospital. And Asuna and Kirito get to meet in real life, and then the show just ends abruptly with their avatars flying off hand in hand, sweet, and then SAO was over, and then it came back. I was like, oh. Blasted sniper characters.
14チェイン怒涛の連続攻撃じゃな。楽しませてもらったら。
頼んだぞ。
これなら頑張りましょう。お疲れ様でした。よろしく頼む。
Why did they change Kirito into a girl in SAO GGO? The Sword Art Online 2, why did they do that? Kirito went undercover and everyone in the world knew who Kirito was. Which, if everybody in the world knew who he was, why did he register with the name Kirito? He did the same thing Asuna did in Sword Art Online. She used her name. Like, everyone in the world knows who the Black Swordsman is, so you have this very feminine-looking girl character avatar running around in GGO that looks exactly like Kirito if Kirito was a woman. And no one is the wiser. It was one of the dumbest elements of GGO. That's Kirito going undercover? It's like, what? It was so weird. So I'm gonna rank up a character I'm never gonna play again. That makes sense. Hooray! Yeah, well, Kirito is really dumb. The only thing that I like about Kirito is loyal. Like, even though Kirito has a harem, he doesn't pay attention to the other girls. He's not interested in the other girls. And he generally feels sorry for some of the girls that fall in love with him. Because he's loyal, and he's in love, and he's married to Asuna. Out of all the, quote, harem potential shows, I can think of very few where the MC is actually loyal to his girlfriend. Like, you know, and he has this, like, gaggle of women he could be with, but he loves and wants to be with Asuna. And, you know, when we get those moments between Asuna and Kirito, it's very sweet, it's very loving, it's very well done. But like I said, for most of SAO, Kirito and Asuna, after the first 14 episodes of the show, they become side stories in the grander universe. Like, okay, we're going to introduce Kirito's sister now. She's going to be the main lead for the remainder of Season 1. Okay, now we're going to introduce Shion. Shion is the main character. That'll be from her perspective for most of the show. And then randomly, we're going to go back to Asuna. And Asuna is going to have this journey with becoming a better swordsman. And the struggle that she has with her mother. And stuff like that. And then, randomly, we're going to get some movies that are okay. And then, we're going to get the next season. And Kirito is going to be out of it for most of it, in a sense. And a new Kirito is going to be the lead, along with, like, several other new characters. And the original characters are going to show up a handful of times. I think Asuna showed up in the entire last 2 seasons of the show maybe 7 times. Maybe. I'd have to go back and see how many episodes of The Underworld I just recently rewatched. Because I only watched the ones that had Asuna in it. If it was a Wraith-based episode, if it was an episode with Asuna the Goddess, like where she comes in as a goddess with like super OP account or whatever, I think that she was only in a handful of episodes. And the episodes that we really wanted to get as fans, Star King and Star Queen, you get 30 seconds of. So you don't even get to see what they did in 200 years trapped in the underworld. How they ruled the, you know, that kingdom. You get 30 seconds, and then you get, like, this wrinkly Kirito that comes out of the machine, and he's like, you need to erase our memories, and you can see his eyes are all gray from age and stuff. It was just like, whoa. That's all you get. It's kind of, it was not rewarding. You know, it was like, okay, because we had all these build-up with all these characters that, you know, the Underworld characters weren't bad. You know, it was their show. Makes sense to focus on them. But what people wanted, especially with what happened to Kirito and Asuna and how they were separated from going to America and all this other stuff, and continuing their story, they wanted to move the focus over to other stuff. And then when they brought them back together, you think, aha, now we're going to get at least one episode. One episode showing what they did in those 200 years. You get 30 seconds. Come on.
なんだか眠くなってきちゃったわ。
まったく能天気なものだね。こんな状況なのに大あくびとはずぶといにも程があるぞ。
そうかな。でも慌てても仕方ないもんね。休憩できる時にしなくっちゃ。
You honestly felt that SAO was about a show that wanted to have Kirito have a harem? They did focus on other girls, but he's always loyal to Asuna, and he's very moronic when it comes to other girls liking him. The only other girl he was able to know that liked him was Lifa, and it broke his heart because reasons I don't want to get into. But I think that both of them handled that very well because she didn't know that was family in the game. And she fell in love with that avatar of that person only to find out it's a relative. I mean, that's heartbreaking. You know, like literally she has all these feelings, she has all these emotions, and she can't act on them. And they weren't wrong feelings at the time because she thought it was some stranger she met online. That's heartbreaking. But, you know, I feel they handled that well. Like, where both of them are kind of like, yeah, no, that could never happen. But, you know, Kirito felt for her, like, I'm so sorry this happened. You know, because he wasn't even paying attention to her. He's basically telling all these other girls, like, I'm on a mission to rescue my girlfriend. Leave me alone. Or can you help me do this, or I'll do it on my own. You know, he's very pig-headed and stubborn because, you know, he wanted to get back with his wife. That's his whole thing. So every character that he interacts with in the second half of Season 1, he's kind of a tool. He doesn't care. Just hangs out with his daughter, the little AI fairy girl. And everyone else he meets outside of Lifa, he's not very nice to. Because he doesn't care. And everyone looks at him like he's crazy because, like, they're like, dude, why are you so serious? Not one time does he tell people, I am the Black Swordsman. No one figures it out. Like, everyone in this universe is so stupid. They don't understand that when they see Kirito walking around in his black uniform, that is the guy who cleared SAO. They're like, huh, who is that mysterious Black Swordman who's OP? It's like, really? Really? We have no understanding of who this character is. How many seasons later, everyone acts shocked like, is that the guy? It's frustrating. Thank you very much for the super chat. Alright, let's get back into it. But you know what I mean? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to join somebody's game. I'm fine. Join. Yeah, it's kind of like a Clark Kent, like, Superman thing. Glasses on, Superman. Clark Kent, glasses off, Superman. On, Superman, you know. No! Somebody's a freaking mage? Crap! Fine, I guess I'll have to play as Kirito. Asuna. This is why I was supposed to go and playing as a mage. Yeah, they don't figure it out, Adam. It's frustrating. Oh no, I can't survive this level. Oh my gosh, why did you summon me here? I'm only a rank 2. I'm hosed.
最終目標は
I am
グリーンライズ
hosed.
の討伐じゃ。目標
There's no
地点に
way.
移動するわ。
The recommended rank for this is like at least 10 or 15 or something. I'm 2. I can't do anything to help anybody. This was a bad idea, whoever like said, hey, can you help me? Can you come play this level? No. No. I'm gonna die and just be dead weight. There's no way. This is a high ranking level. Enemies here are super strong. Also, this level is kind of a maze. So I'm just going to do my best to keep my head down and not die. Although I could try to kill 20 enemies if I can. But they're so close to clearing this level anyway, so I guess I get a participation for just being here. You can tell that most of the rooms are already cleared out, so this was just somebody, their connection got fried or whatever. And they needed somebody to come in, because I'm already a level 9 because of my party. It's like somebody's staying here to farm a little bit. Or they were. Oh, I want to kill at least one enemy. Try to. Ow. Where's the enemy? That's the enemy? Also, all these times that I've played online, I've never gotten the special costumes or whatever you can earn. I have no idea how that works. To me, I always feel like the party that gets MVP status, they're the ones that get rewarded those special costumes, but I don't know. I've never been on a team that gets MVP status. Not once. I think we have to find some switches in order to get past. Ow. Aha, why? Is that a uniplayer? Okay, there we go. I helped my team, I contributed, hooray. But I'm not playing as Mage, so... Ooh. I think actually what got me back into SAO was not the games. Like, I actually hadn't watched the anime in like a year. And I only watched the first season, really. And then I watched Sword Art Online Extra and Ordinal Scale. And selected parts of the Underworld. But, I never saw the progressive movies because I didn't know what it was about. It was always advertised to me by fellow SAO fans that it was a movie about Asuna. And they didn't tell me how good of a movie it was. They just said, it's a movie about Asuna. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, well, what does she do in it? It's like, well, it's what happened to her when she first came in SAO. It's like, well, we met her when she first came in. She was eating stale bread, and Kirito gave her some fake butter to put on the bread, or cream or something. And they're like, oh no, that's not actually how they met. It's like, what? They said, oh yeah, there was more to it. It's like, how is it more to it? Like, when they're sitting there on the bench, that's the first time they literally meet. Kirito says hi. Asuna says hello, and she's wary of him because this guy she's never met sitting next to her. You know? But I guess the way that they handled the first movie, they still alluded to that she didn't know who the guy was. She kind of knew it was the dude who saved her life, but I don't know how I feel about Kirito rescuing Asuna and her falling in love with him, because that's what happens to every girl in SAO. Like, I don't, that's the one thing I don't like about the Project Progressive movies or whatever, is Asuna was not that girl, that damsel in distress who Kirito rescued, and they fell in love. They were people who both were strong characters in their own right, and, you know, they ended up having their own solo journeys and eventually ended up becoming partners. But the way that they do the movie, sorry for spoilers, is Asuna is alone fighting this insane monster, and Kirito comes out of nowhere and saves her, and then has like this very dumb kind of like anime moment where he's trying to act all cool and put his sword away, but he's very clumsy with his, you know, scabbard. He can't do it. and they take this very tense, like, near-death situation and they make it kind of a joke. And then all at the same time, like, after the happy, warm feeling went away, it was like, oh my gosh, they literally made Asuna a damsel in distress again. And, like every other girl Kirito meets, he saved her and now she's enamored with him. It's like, what? That's not how it's supposed to be. Asuna's supposed to stand out because she's an equal to Kirito. It's like, what? Why did you do that? So that part made me mad. I was like, what? No. That's not how it went down. It's like you're defeating the whole purpose of her character. That's the only thing I didn't like about Sword Art Online Progressive is how, like, I knew someone had to save her because she was about to die, but still, you know, it was... They were going over old territory again. The same with the blacksmith, the same with Celica, the same with... I think he saved Shion too, didn't he? He didn't save his sister, I don't think. But he saved Alice. Every girl Kirito saves ends up falling in love with him. It was so cliche, and the fact that Asuna is now... I guess it's canon in one universe? I don't know. I hate that. The second movie is about their relationship, but they're not together yet. They're alluding that they like each other, but they're just, you know, friends. They just work together. They're alluding to the fact, Asuna's heavily alluding to things, but it's only floor 4 and 5 of Aincrad, so you know that their relationship doesn't progress until much later on, like, I think a year later after those events or something like that. But the subtle things that they're changing, it disrupts the canon, because how their love story works, it already worked out well. And it's funny is, what I find hilarious about this is, the anime and the writers were chastised by fans for turning Asuna into a damsel in distress in ALO, right? Like, everybody hated that the fairy queen was captured and, you know, she couldn't do anything and blah, blah, blah. And they gave her rewarding arcs later on in the franchise with, like, Yuki and stuff like that. That was all planned. But, at the same time, one of the biggest core complaints a lot of people have with the Sword Art Online anime is that Asuna was a damsel in distress. And the big strong man had to save her. What happens in... you know, the first progressive movie. She's a damsel in distress and Kirito randomly saves her. And then it changes her entire perspective. Before, we didn't know why she was fighting. There was a mystery. Why does Asuna do what she does? Why does she have strong convictions? Well, it turns out she has strong convictions because she's infatuated with Kirito and wants to be a hero or something. I don't even know what she wants. So... leaving some things about Asuna ambiguous was a good thing. Like, going back into territory that people didn't like, that made her a damsel in distress-like character, for that one thing, and then they did it again in the movie, which they say is the basis for her character. I mean, that, I don't know. As a fan of Asuna, I did not like that. I was like, the lightning flash had what happened? And you could argue, well, I mean, she wasn't that strong yet. Yes, she was. By the time Kirito saved her, she's probably like at least a level 10 or 15. She's not a noob. She handled a mob for a long time. And you know what a mob of enemies usually meant in SAO. Certain death, right? Not only she handled the mob, she defeated them. And then randomly, you know, a big boss monster appears and Kirito kills it, but at the same time, outside of what happened to Asuna at the end of episode 14, which that was her choice, she wasn't a damsel in distress. She loved Kirito and she wanted to lay down her life to save him because she had hoped that he could beat the game. That he was, you know, an equal to the bad guy or whatever. That's why she did what she did. she did it for the sake of the world. Laid down her life and protected the man she loved. And she even told Kirito earlier on that if you die before me, I'm gonna kill myself. Like that, she said that. Like, and Kirito's like, whoa, 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 hang on. She's like, no, I can't live without you. That's what it is. And he's just like, okay, I'll protect you. And she's like, you better. You know? She's like, you better or I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, dang! But that was Asuna. Only MVPs can pick those things up. I know, she isn't Kirito's sister, but I don't like to call her the cousin. Because it still makes the relationship weird. They're technically not blood related, but they're cousins. So, I mean, I don't... Also, based on the establishment of Kirito and Asuna being, like, the actual married couple in that franchise, if you pair him with another girl, then you are essentially bringing a homewrecker into their life. Like, whatever girl you choose for Kirito, you're choosing a homewrecker over love. Unless it's in the games. It's in the games, then Kirito is able to choose whoever he wants. But in the anime, he's already on his path with Asuna, and she's on his path. Like, they're walking that path together. It's concrete. It's non-negotiable. The times that he could have gotten out of it, he chose to get back into it. He could have forgotten about her in the underworld. He could have... whatever. You know? And Asuna probably would have respected that. He doesn't remember me. He doesn't remember Sword Art Online. He doesn't remember the Death Game. He doesn't remember ALO. Okay, I'm gonna let him go. But the fact that he holds on to his memories of his wife, you know, that's why she continues to pursue stuff with him. Because that's just the kind of girl Asuna is. She'll fight for Kirito, but she's not going to pressure him or force him to do stuff within reason. Like, if he didn't know who she was, I don't know if Asuna would try to be that girl to make him fall in love with her all over again. I don't know. I have no idea. Asuna's character keeps changing every, like, decade, so I don't know who she is anymore. I thought I did. But the funny thing is, by the time you get to the third, or the second movie, Kirito and Asuna behave the way they do in the show now, so it's like, both of them are acting like they're equal partners, as they did in the show. So it's like, I almost wish that they would have ended the mob survival with her going her separate ways with her former partner who she was teamed up with. But they just had to shoehorn Kirito into the movie. Because, I mean, most people like that when the hero comes of the franchise and saves the person. But what they don't realize that they did is they furthered a stereotype that only women that are saved by Kirito fall in love with him. And Asuna was the only one who was not saved by Kirito to fall in love with him. It was a natural thing. And they changed it. So that's why some fans say that Sword Art Online Progressive is a alternate universe to SAO. Like, because the ways that things happened is different than how things happen in the show and the manga. Or the light novel. Or whatever. Because it is different. You can't argue that it's not. But it's not bad. I mean, I think that both are great movies. I think Sword Art Online Progressive, like 1 and 2, are great films. I enjoyed them tremendously. I just didn't like that one aspect of the mob survival thing. Like where Asuna cleared the mob and then Kirito saved her and she became enamored with him. Kind of, sort of. Exactly. Yeah, kind of like Cloud and Tifa, exactly. Except not childhood friends. Yeah. Okay, so, this time I have to make sure I get in as the mage first.
慎重に行こう。
Mage again. No, it's not floor 10. Because you can't... You have to remember in... I'm not missing the point. Let me explain. She's not a noob. She is a level 10. She survived... A noob would not survive fighting a mob. There's no way. Noobs are characters that die like in Kirito's first party. That was a party of noobs. They didn't survive the trap. They were killed by mobs. Right? Mito and Asuna were probably around level 10, level 15. Maybe. They don't show you. But based on all the grinding that they were doing, they're not noobs. And Asuna especially has been, you know, they've been hanging out for months at this point. So, I'm trying to remember what hang on. Okay, there we go. Because I have to play as the mage character. Oh yeah, how I know they weren't on a higher level. In SAO, you have to clear a boss room in order to make it through parts of the, to the next floor. You cannot leave that floor until you clear that boss. So since the second movie takes place at the beginning of floor 4, where they're fighting the water boss, and then the movie ends with them fighting the Titan in floor 5, leading to floor 6, where coincidentally Asuna and Kirito met again in the anime, was around floor 6, floor 7. Asuna, when she got wrecked by a bigger boss, she was only on floor 1 because they hadn't cleared the floor 1 boss yet. Nobody had. Even Kirito hadn't beaten them. They had to get that raid party in order to do that. Which they explain why in the show, and they kind of explained why in the movie. So Asuna and Mito and Kirito are all grinding on the side, while everybody else is, you know, doing whatever. But what I'm saying is, if you go back and you read the original manga, watch the original show, nowhere does it show Asuna, outside of the ALL thing, being saved by Kirito. She saves him, remember? He's getting killed by a member of Laughing Coffin. Who comes to Kirito's rescue? Asuna. You could argue that Kirito took some blocks for her when they were fighting a raid, but they're they're partners. So of course they're gonna, you know, protect one another in the field. That's what they do. But like, I can't remember an episode where she was kidnapped or anything, and he had to go save her outside of, you know, the ALO incident. But my argument is, I'm very passionate about this. Sorry. My argument is that Asuna's character was not a damsel in distress. And for the movie, they made her a damsel in distress because, yes, she was heartbroken that her best friend betrayed her, and she survived a mob and thought she was on death's door, and, you know, this random dude came and saved her, who was way more powerful than her, and, you know, furthered her getting out of... Well, actually, no, she got into depression after he rescued her. She didn't, like, follow him. She kind of left, and he left on his own because he's a solo player and he's a jerk. But he gave her a map to town, and he gave her health potions to town. He gave her what he needed, and then he left to go continue grinding because he was only focused on himself. But he did still stop to save her. Which he lies and says, oh, the only reason I came to your rescue is because of this and that, because he knew she was going to be stubborn about something, and he just wanted to help her out. So Kirito always played the role of the villain in the first season. That's what he did, until he and Asuna got married, and then he kind of became softer, which happens a lot in marriage, actually. Guys can be very abrasive and jerky, and then they meet that girl that just makes them a better person on the inside because, you know, they have that special someone in their life, and I'm a core example of that. I was a very rebellious, condescending, jerky guy until I had my wife. Like, I wore leather jackets, I had slick back hair, I wore, like, steel-toed boots, I was a martial artist. I was always, like, you know, quick to butt heads with people, very aggressive. And when Amber was in my life, she became kind of like a unintentional ray of sunshine. She had a very different approach to the world, and I found that very appealing. I wasn't used to that, and over time, she's made me a much more, I guess, gentle person. Or maybe not gentle, but maybe I'm more compassionate. I don't know. I'm nothing like I was in my 20s or when I was a teenager, though. I was a very different person. And the thing is, I didn't think I had a problem with me either. Like, I thought I was fine being the way I was. Same thing with Kirito. Kirito is, you know, so scared about the death game that he feels like he can't trust people. And then when he did trust people, they died. And nothing he could do to save them. Not only did they die because of the boss raid, or the, not raid, sorry, the monster trap, but then when he went to go talk to their sole surviving friend, what did their friend do? He committed suicide. And here Kirito's watching this whole thing, and, you know, he thought he could somehow make amends to this guy, and this guy just, like, walks off the edge. And it's like he couldn't convince him at all. The dude was just, he lost his friends, and that was it. You know, and Kirito witnessed a lot of death and betrayal in that game. Plus, he had to deal with a lot of PKs, or player killers, which we never saw. That was a core aspect of his character that he told Asuna about, but the viewers never really got to see him interact with a lot of player killers that he mentions in movies and video games and stuff like that. It's like, the only times I can recollect that Kirito was involved with dealing with player killers is the time that they raided Laughing Coffin in a flashback in the Underworld, and the time where they met Laughing Coffin in the second movie for Sword Art Online Progressive. The second movie, they met Laughing Coffin for the first time. And once or twice in the episodes, they met like one or two members of it. But it wasn't to the extent that they allude, like in the future, like, oh yeah, man, we were going around and hunting these guys, and you never see that. So you never get to see this psychological conflict that Kirito has with dealing with player killers. You as a viewer never get to experience that. And so when they allude to this stuff in like later movies and video games and stuff, it's like, okay, that's cool, but we never saw it. You know, maybe some people who had the light novels or the manga, they got to experience that kind of stuff, but Kirito's only visual thing is when a member of Laughing Coffin almost killed him, and Asuna saved his life. And, you know, the fact that both Asuna and Kirito are murderers, in a sense, except it was a war. I wouldn't say they were murderers. They were fighting for their lives against Laughing Coffin, and, you know, they raided their base, but at the same time, it was a battle. I mean, you can't really say it was like a murder, really. Laughing Coffin was committing atrocities. Out of the 4,000 people that lost their life, I believe there's some website somewhere saying that Laughing Coffin killed 1,200 people. So, you know, out of the 4,000 people that died, only 3,000 died from monsters. 1,000 people lost their lives or close to it because of player killers. So, I mean, you know, that was a huge aspect of the show that they never really showed. They alluded to it, but they never really got into that. Asuna's job as a member of the Knights of the Blood Oath was to hunt down player killers, is one of her responsibilities as vice commander. But you don't find that out until, like, you go to the wiki and you go to, like, different, like, fan sites and you read all this, like, information about the characters and yada, yada, yada. You only have the show to go by for most of it. And you really have to, like I said, I really dived into the world for the past 10 years or so, or longer. Actually, 20 years now. Because I was fascinated by it. I was like, wow. Also, you have to remember, I have this fear of VR games, so, you know, I had a very bad experience with, what do you call it? Virtual reality machines in the 90s. Like, I got very sick playing, Virtual Boy. And then when there was another VR machine in the 2000s, I tried that and I got sick. So it's like, I've always had an aversion to VR, and then Japan made my aversion of VR into a show. And then intensified it. If anything, I think Sword Art Online made my fear of VR even worse. Because it's always back in my head now. It's like, I've been given this machine to cover the new Batman game. I still haven't opened it. I know it's probably perfectly safe, and I know that I'll have to use it in a couple weeks, but it's been sitting in my house since the summer, and I haven't touched it. It's like I have like a slight fear of it. I know it's not a healthy fear, but I mean, it's there. I'm just kind of like, Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, nerve gear. You know? And it's like, there's all these VR games I probably could have looked at, but I can't. Even touching the thing, it's like I wash my hands frantically. I'm like, ah. I know it's an irrational fear, but it's kind of funny at the same time. It is funny. But at the same time, because of like how deep I got into SAO over the past like 20 years, it's really brought about some of my concerns with things. A little bit. But I'm sure covering the Batman game will be fine, unless I die in the game and that's my last broadcast. Am I ever going to play Zenless again? Probably when I have a lull time. I mean, it's possible. Like, no, I can't do an episode tomorrow because I'm busy. Like, next weekend I probably can, or I'll probably try to... I've been collecting rainbow stuff off camera. So I have 40 pulls or 4 pulls that I can do for Caesar. I've been staying up to date, and I've been doing it every day. But yeah, I'm annoyed that they didn't show us some stuff, because I think that, again, they were pressed for time, and no one knew when we were watching the anime that they were going to do all this time jumping around. Because I'm pretty sure, like, hardcore fans of the light novel and maybe the manga could let me know, but I think that there was more to the story of them traveling to different, like, floors and stuff like that was negated from the anime, because the anime was to establish the relationship of Asuna and Kirito in the first half, and then really to expand upon Kirito trying to save his wife for the remainder of Season 1. So they would basically cut parts out. I think that's why they did that. But at the same time, I would have liked to see more of the story of what it was like for their 2 years that they were trapped, because you don't get to see or experience most of that. And now after like 20 years, they start making movies about that, but movies that only focus on 1 or 2 floors. Hi, Ambi. Did I wake you up? Okay. Because you don't need to take your thing anymore, because you already had it. No, Amber, you already took a full one. I was there. You're good until tonight. And this is not tonight right now. This is Sunday. Hi, sweet people. A wild amber appeared. I said nice things about you? I don't recall. I plead the fifth. What? I am terrible with directions. Hello. I was getting into a pretty lengthy discussion. Whoa.
This is interesting of all the different floors, because depending on what floor somebody reached in the original Death game, then they would have to do certain levels. Like, you'd have to have some sort of ability to reach the next floor.
Well, I believe the first boss in on floor 1, like the one that actually I'm going to be fighting once I get there. Well, actually, no, I'm probably not going to see it. It's almost dead. The kebab leader or whatever it's called. I believe you have to really look and pause it, because it doesn't show you their life bars or their menus very quickly. And you can see what level the characters are, or at least they allude to that level. that, okay, they are this or whatever. So the big boss that they're fighting, for most of them, they're kind of like able to fight it, but not really, because it's a very strong boss. It's that thing right there. That's the one that Kirito defeats, and he becomes known as the Beater. This thing. So it has more to it. So this is the boss that Kirito defeats and becomes the Beater. And the reason why he does that, which I like, because I never understood why Kirito acted like a jerk in the beginning, because it was like, here he is teaming up with Asuna for the first time, and all this other stuff, and then he becomes this loner. What I like what they did in the Sword Art Online Progressive movie is they actually show as he's walking away after he dons the black cloak of midnight, like his black jacket for the first time. He looks at Asuna with sadness in his eyes, but also nods to her that he has to play the villain, or else, you know, innocent people are going to get killed. If they have, the other players have a reason to have hatred for somebody to fuel them on to become better at the game, then the Beater is that focus that he wants them to have. Like, instead of them turning on each other and might accidentally play or kill each other out of jealousy and greed, he gives them a thing to strive for, which is to beat him, because they see him as a cheater, someone who has had access to all this and whatever. So he takes all of their anger and aggression, he puts it on his shoulders, and this is a 15-year-old kid, right? And you see in the movie that he breaks down a lot about this, and then Asuna, it changes because she stays with him. So the reason why I say it's a different universe is because, like, Asuna leaves to go become a member of a guild because even she doesn't know what the guy's problem is. She can see that he is actually a kind, caring person, and in that universe she chose to stay with him, so Kirito was not a solo player after that point. He even argues in the second movie, yeah, I'm a solo player, and she's like, raises an eyebrow and looks at him. She's like, really? Because, like, they travel together. Like, they are literally partners. And I like the second movie more than the first movie that came out, because we see more of that relationship with the characters. And I kind of wish that the anime followed suit like that, too, because Kirito was all on his own, and they did that so he could meet, like, Celica and the blacksmith girl, and then eventually be reunited with Asuna later so they can have their love story and appreciation for each other. Like, but they have different views of how to clear the game. And Asuna went on to become a member of the Knights of the Blood Oath. But in the movie, the Knights of the Blood Oath don't exist yet. There's a whole nother guild. There's like three guilds that open up in the second movie. Laughing Coffin, BDK, and something called the Liberation Front, or whatever. They're never mentioned in the original series, so it doesn't matter. But that's what happens when people do these movies like 20 years later. It's like, oh, I kind of remember the events of this, but I'm going to go do this. But what I want to ask you is, you realize that Asuna wasn't a damsel in distress in the first season, right? Outside of being captured like later on, like as the elf princess or whatever. In the original Sword Art Online, she was
in like the most elite, like, fighting
exactly.
guild.
So how would you feel if you're watching the first movie and it looks like Asuna's about to die, and then all of a sudden she's saved by Kirito, and then at that moment she falls in love with him, or she is enamored with him, instead of every step that they went through to get together? Don't you feel that that kind of like removes how they mutually fell for each other?
Yeah, I think it completely changes it completely changes everything about their relationship. Yeah, it also completely changes her character completely, because I thought how they bonded originally in the first SAO was they shared some food.
Yep.
And they were just quietly like
eating their food, yeah.
And
that was their first meeting.
They were like, they met on even footing, like they were both like, you know, but she was like, you know, like she had a shy personality, but that didn't mean she was bad on the battlefield.
Exactly. See, you get it, Sweet Pea. But it doesn't make the movie bad. It's just like, I can't see it taking place in the same universe.
It's not the same Asuna. It's not accurate to her character, because she didn't really need to be rescued in the first one.
Well, I mean, it made sense that she needed to be rescued in ALO, but that was because her mind was being held hostage by the Fairy King.
Yeah, she didn't need to be rescued in the first one. You were playing with us in that. You were playing with Luke in that one.
Cool.
Max Hawk.
That's cool.
Hi everyone. Hi Vice Chief Jacob. Hi random YouTuber. Hi.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'm just trying to I'm trying to do the trial stuff. I'm not really paying attention to, like, you know, doing everything. I have a requirement. I have to do this 7 of 15 times, so I gotta do it 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have to do it 9 more times. So, if you guys want to help me clear the level faster, that's cool. But I have to do it 9 more times. Yeah.
最高司祭たるゆえんを見せてあげるわ。
Oh, I've eaten today are apples.
I had a hot pocket.
Oh, wait, I did have a hot pocket. Wait, well, you know, I did have it at 2. So I guess we both had a hot pocket.
You were playing with me? That's cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to make the quest not last as long. Somebody put her in an actual bathing suit. Ha! Uh-oh. Zelda's sick again.
Why are you like this?
She got her water bowl again?
No, I got her away from her water bowl.
Good. It's easier to clean up when she doesn't get it in the water bowl. Oops.
よいか。
Da-da-da-da.
最終目標はコボルドロードの撃破じゃ。
俺たちの目標は中ボスの討伐だ。行こ
I'm
う。
hanging out with Kirito player.
クイネラ噂通り
I guess I'll hang out with my team. I don't know.
生意気なものに記憶を抜いて
また分かった
So the heat is on.
方かわからんな
That could be part of it. Oh yeah. The temperature in the outside dropped to 48 degrees, so I had to shut off the air conditioner and put it on with the ability for the heat to turn on if the temperature in the house dropped to 65 or below. I don't know if the heat came on yet, but I can feel that with the air conditioner off, there's no moisture in the air anymore. So my throat is very dry. Because the pipes will burst. And I don't want to give our landlord an excuse to either, like, you know, make us pay for the damages or evict us. So, like, I have the air conditioner off and I have the heater on. So if it does get too cold in the house, what's going to happen is the heat will turn on. But the air conditioner is off. And even though it's cold outside, I feel hot in here. So, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fine. Yeah, leveled up. I'm hanging out with my team because I can. Huh? Oh, Spicy Pepper just wants to know what day you would like to do her ultimate. Like, no, I mean, we can take turns playing it, but it would be, you would be awake, so it would be like 10 o'clock, like one of these nights. Yeah, I don't know what's going on until, I know I probably Tuesday and Wednesday I won't be here. Highly likely.
And then PJ still is waiting for his ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, he's been waiting for a couple weeks. So I don't know, we have to, I think what, Spicy Pep, I think what Luke meant by saying that he has to look over everybody else's goals and make sure nobody else is taking certain
No, it just needs to, because I mean, I have no problem doing late night streams. Amber has to plan for it because Amber gets really tired. And so if Amber has heads up, then we can do it.
Okay, I mean right now I'm way out of it. I don't.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
It's
I
in the
would
morning.
be able to do Spyro like Sunday night at like 10:30.
I mean, it all depends if I can take a nap. I mean, I don't know.
I know.
I don't know.
Or I could do it like Monday at 10:30. I can't do it Tuesday or Wednesday.
I didn't know what the options were. I think Sunday or Monday is fine. It's fine. Oh no, I'm fine. Sunday or Monday is fine.
I don't think this is my party. Oh, it is my party. What's going on with Peterson?
No, it's good. No, okay, have a great night, Julia, thank you. Oh, you're fine.
敵がダウンしたチャンス
Yeah, Sunday or Monday sounds good to me. And then we could actually get it once on Friday.
Well, the 10th. If Friday is the 10th, then it would be VG Shine.
So then VG Shine has his on Friday. And then I don't know. Yeah, this week is weird because we're gonna be traveling to New York.
Who did One Piece? Was that Trayvon? Yeah, One Piece was Trayvon.
Just got done playing spades with my dad. He beat my Tukis.
こいつが目標の
Oh
敵だ
wow.
倒すぞ
There's a term I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, this Sunday or Monday. Like this. Oh, you play tomorrow? Oh, I meant like next Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, or we could do it next Sunday. This whole week is gonna be. Well, yeah, either Monday, whatever works for you. If this Monday or next one, you can wait a week if you want to. Also, if you want to.
討伐完了転送門行こうか
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it's a. I mean, I've never been. I guess.
目標のミッションをすべてクリアするとボスへの転送門が開くようじゃみんなで協力
I
し
mean,
て
I
攻
have to
略する
stream
のじゃ
something on Monday night, so I mean, it would be a fun thing to stream. So what? Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I'm not like I don't know. I'm not a very good person to ask. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm fine either Monday. It doesn't matter to me because I have to stream something every night. We have to stream something late every night. So. I mean, this week will be kind of stressful because we have to go to New York. So I don't know how much time I'm gonna have between. Like Monday, I don't know. Yeah, come to think of it, this Monday, I don't know how much time I will have because I might be rushing to the store to try to get like toothbrushes and whatever else I need because we have to leave on Tuesday. Also, this Monday, if Luke is driving, actually this Monday I can't do it. If Luke is driving on Tuesday, that means I'm driving because he can't drive. So if he's driving early morning, I can't. So yeah, I'm so sorry, Spicy Pepper. I couldn't do it this Monday because I don't know when Luke is deciding to leave for New York. I have no idea. I don't know if he's leaving Tuesday or Wednesday. So I don't know.
I mean, we can just do hers like next week.
Yeah, we can do it next Monday. Yeah, that would be fine. Because if it's this Monday, I will be and then I'll be, or actually, I'll be getting up at like 3 in the morning to drive. Luke is farm,
Kind of. This will go long. So basically you have to do this. Zelda, what are you looking at?
Alright, next Monday.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Alright, yeah, I just woke up and I don't really want to explain it. I don't know how to explain. I have a soft voice right now, sorry about that. I took my I had something I had to do early this morning, so I didn't take my medicine last night for my blood pressure and I took it 4 hours ago and then I went to sleep. I just randomly woke up, so I'm like, yeah. Yeah, next week is Spicy.
Yes, now everybody fights the boss. Zelda, be careful where you step. He looked more intimidating and he doesn't look very scary. Like, this is a dude that literally was in the death game. He was like an overweight. No, he was all red. He looked scary. Some sniper again.
連携がうまくいったというところだな。
Oh, we were playing with computers too. Wow.
I'm writing it down. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Spicy Peppa, and that's really great that you were playing spades with your dad. That sounds really fun.
よろしくね。
よろしく頼む。
やるじゃない。わかったぞ。よろしくね。
ありがとな。
ナイスナイス。すごいすごい。やったわね。
No,
so stupid commercials.
Stupid commercials.
私がいるんだもの。当然よね。
Next Monday, okay, so that's Monday the 14th then. Part of me wants to schedule alternates on this week, Because then I have something to say to your family, like, oh, you need to get back because of this.
力が湧いてくるわ。
I do have to get back before the 10th. Dragon Ball.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yippers.
相変わらずおっかねえ顔してるなお前。少しはリラックスしたらどうだ？
What Spyro game is it? Spyro.
間抜け面を晒すわけにはいかない。
おいおい、誰が間抜け面だっての。こんなにいい男他にいねえぞ。
It looked like he was actually going to talk with Asuna, but...
Sorry, I know. Luke knows the
Mm-hmm. 8 of 15, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 7 more times. This is literally why they call this a grind.
慎重に行こう。
¿Cómo estás? No, I don't speak Spanish.
最高司祭たるゆえんを見せてあげるわ。
Easy kitty. You best not throw up on me.
This is what it directly translates to, but it doesn't make any sense.
How to play. Maybe they're saying I'm bad at the game.
I don't think so. They're just randomly saying.
I'm being forced to go through and try to unlock a feature that I don't want to. Grind continues.
少し遊んであげるわ。悪くない感覚ね。よいか。
Play with my party again.
最終目標はコボルドロードの撃破じゃ。強力な魔獣を倒すのね。上等だわ。シノンちゃんは遠距離支援の
Oh,
名手。
okay, sure, spicy pepper.
私の下で働くのはどうかしら。遠慮しておけば。傭兵としてなら考えたら楽しさのを感じる。あれだね。ユセルバートと仲良くなれそうと思うわ。見つけたわ。リロードするよ。解放しようかしら。
You're fine.
リロードするよ。敵よ。
One Zelda video did. Nope. It's okay.
敵よこれで覚えられるリロード
No. I guess I'm the leader of this party. I don't know.
敵よ始末したわ敵よ
Ah?
力が増したのを感じるわ
Oh, that's cool. That's cool you speak Spanish, Spicy
目
Pepper.
標
I
の魔
don't.
獣ね目にもの見せてあげるわ 決めなさいチャンスだよ終わらせるわやったわね戦争門へ向かうわ目標のミッションをすべてクリアするとボスへの見つけた門が開くようじゃみんなで協力して攻略するのじゃそうこうでなくちゃ敵よ
What is it, Linky?
敵よ悪くない
Mm-hmm.
何事も試してみないと
Huh? Unintentional.
敵
Kind of happened.
跳ねるのを得なさいこれにするよけられる嫌いすぎたリロードするよ回復が必要ねもう得なれない回復が必要リロードするこれまでの
Sorry, guys. Amber's talking to me in the
し
background.
直さなきゃね
What? Have a good night, Amby.
見つけたわ
Okay, sleep good.
跳ねるのを得なさい いるよ
Little buys.
したのを感じる
Ha, ha, ha.
わ降りるわ
Hmm.
もう得なさい
Oof.
逃げてきなさいそれ大好き
I've died so many times.
よくやったわね
Ah! I died a second time. This is what happens when I stick with parties. Whoops. Whoops. They really have to set this up for 15 times though. That seems like a bit excessive. Are you... Did you put on your jammies yet or no?
Much love to you too, Spicy Pepper. Thank you so much. For the person speaking Spanish, they're asking if you... I just Google translated it. If the game is going to be available in Spanish to reserve.
It's going to be available in Spanish?
Here it's, will the game be available in Spanish to reserve it?
The game's already out.
Oh yeah, so I guess it's not. It's actually already out. Darn it. I just feel stupid because my dad taught me Spanish as a little girl, but I'm just very bad at it. So, well, I only taught me a little Spanish. Yo hablo un poquito español at Soon Play, so I just yo hablo inglés solamente. I only speak English mainly, but I know, like, some people in the chat know a little Spanish, but mostly we don't. But you're free to talk in Spanish. We can do the best we can to Google Translate it, but you know, we might not always be able to do it because the chat might go by fast.
I only speak Swahili.
Luke speaks Swahili apparently, so if you know that, then translate that. You're gonna be sorry you said that out loud on the stream because people are gonna start talking to you in that. Oh.
It's a reference.
Well, the people's online don't get internet references.
That makes me sad.
Oh, thank you. Love you back, Spicy Pepper. Virtual hugs. Thank you so much.
You want to know why? Because kids aren't cultured.
Reservarlo is to reserve it. Reservarlo, he was saying to reserve it. That's what it says in the, that's what it says in Google Translate. So as long as Google Translate isn't lying to me. Love your content, says Vlad the Impaler, and I love most SAO games. Oh, okay. But, okay, sorry, I didn't get the rest of it. Oh, okay, sure, Spicy Pepper, of course. That's very kind of you. Look that up. The name of the story of the 135th anniversary of Nintendo's Once Upon a Nintendo. It looks similar to Disney's 100th anniversary short film. Cool, cool, Jacob. That's cool. I'm glad you're keeping up with all the anniversaries. I'm really bad at that. As a YouTuber, I should. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for the kind words, Vlad the Impaler. I know you were trying to say something else. Alright.
おっ飛ぶわ加速するわ倒れたわ今よ何か爆発いいでしょう
I'm probably gonna be up early.
任務完了ね次へ行くわ
I
目
look like
標
you're
達
gonna
成
make
ね
breakfast food or
転送リ
something.
ルへ向かうわ
Either breakfast
ボス
food
の
or
転
night
送に
food.
間違えたぞ先へ進むのじゃ
I don't know which one I'm gonna make. Alright, much love to you, Spicy Peppa. Thank you so much for your generosity. Great to see you, Jacob and Caleb and Alpha and everyone. And two Jacobs actually in the chat right now. And have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you so much for your kindness, everyone. Spicy Peppa and everyone. And Luke, you have a good night too.
この辺の魔獣もそうじゃ
Middle of the boss screen. No MVP again.
俺たちが一番だったみたいだな。
楽しませてもらった
Yatta! I'm just gonna cry in the wall. Sadness.
間合いを取り直す。遅い。食らってくる。
お願いねよろしくねつまりは
Huh.
十分なデータも取れたようだし
Oh, we're fine, Spicy. We got a super chat tonight and a gifted membership from you. Like, this is, regardless of the stream not doing well, I mean, it received revenue, so very thankful. And who knows, maybe somehow miraculously the stream will improve, but I don't think so. Grinding streams don't tend to do well, so. Because, I mean, not progressing the story, you're just playing the game online. Of course, the story's almost over anyway, I think. I feel like some of the stuff that the game requires you to do is a bit tedious. What? 5,000... 5 million or more in one quest with any character? What? When did I do that? I don't even remember doing that much.
じっとしてると体がなまっちゃいそうそれなら私の射撃練習に付き合う私の弾をあなたが避けるわ面白そうシロウ早くやってみようよ
Really feels like I haven't accomplished anything today. 9 out of 15! Come on! 10, 11, 12. 5 more times. Oh my gosh. I'm going crazy, gang. I'm going crazy! Hi. Maybe for fun I should do a boss raid tomorrow. Alright. So we're on a mission. Here we go again.
行こうか。
Sorry guys, I'm kind of tapped out. I'm just like on fumes at this point. Just trying to get this multiplayer stuff done. I'm not really all there anymore. I have to play online 5 more times. 5 more quests as the mage and then I accomplish my goal. Hooray! Speaking of that, I need to pick my character before other people steal my character. Haha! And after this, 4 more times! Woot! Yatta! Why is a small person beating up? Who is that, Lisa? Oh, that's interesting halo. Yatta! I guess I have a very recognizable character now at this point. Hello. Hi. Huh. Oh, you can. She's not my favorite character. I'm just trying to, Oh no, not this. Oh, this is gonna be long. I hate the escort mission so much. Not only do I hate it because of the fact it's a spider, I hate it because it takes so long. The escort mission takes 15 minutes just by itself.
シンセサイズか。実際に体験してみるのも面白そうだ。
Now, obviously, these guys don't know that this is an escort mission. So... Yep. This is all up to me. Awesome. Well. Yes, you have to protect the giant spider. What a concept, right? Well, at least I'm gonna get experience. Hooray. Why am I sticking with the spider? So I don't have to go through the joys of waiting.
周りの敵を倒してくれ。ごえ僕らシャーロット出発じゃ。
I'm gonna stand there and get shot with an arrow.
周りの敵を倒してくれ。
Come on. Come on, come on.
敵よこれで不用意が覚えられる。
No.
悪くない。降りるよ。見つけろ。お主ら周りの敵を倒してくれ。力が増したのを感じる。ごえ僕らシャーロット出発じゃ。お主ら周りの敵を倒してくれ。ごえ僕らシャーロットまあ気にするなよ。
Sorry, the cat got sick. Well, there's one silver lining. At least I didn't have to wait
見つけたわ。
on the spider. Oh no, of course they went ahead. Of course they went ahead and left me back here. Awesome. Yeah, see, they all spawned now because you guys are so far ahead. Completely forgot about the spider. No! Link! No! No!
お主ら周りの敵を倒してくれ。ごえ僕らシャーロット
Not gonna move
出
unless
発じゃ。ここに
everybody's
向かおう
dead.
ぜ。ちょっと一休頼りにしてるぞ。ごえ僕らシャーロット出発じゃ。すまないな。
You have to stay with the thing.
回復が必要ね。
If you don't stay with it, they don't spawn. There they come.
これで不用意が覚えられる。手を回してるでしょ。見つけたわ。私に任せなさい。逃げてきなさい。燃えなさい。
I'm not even there.
お主ら周りの敵を倒してくれ。サンチェインじゃ。よくやったね。力が増したのを感じるわ。頼りにしてるぞ。ちょっと一休みじゃ。目
Yes,
的
I
地
am.
に到着じゃ。助かったぞ。道中で拾ったこいつをや
Not
ろ
in
う。
the best mood, sweetie.
無事護衛終了だね。
She threw up
戦争の
again.
先へ進もう。
Yep,
目標の
she
ミ
didn't
ッ
make
シ
it
ョ
to
ンを
the
す
tile.
べてクリアするとボスへの転送門が開くようじゃ。みんなで協力して
And
攻
then
略するの
Link
じゃ。
tried to eat it, so then I put him in the basement. I don't know.
敵よ
It's annoying. Yeah, of course you are. They're Amber. They're both in the basement. I'm gonna keep them in there, and then I'll clean it up later. Yeah, but I had to get up to put Link in the basement because he was gonna move the paper towel.
見つけたわ
It's okay. They're not people, they're cats.
毒とは菜箸
Yeah, that's the other stuff you're smelling. That's because the heat was on. Of course. Okay.
毒べくとは菜箸私に任せなさいこうでなくジャンプが必要ね
私を倒せる相手に
Let's see, where am I going now?
見つけたわ
Nice, relaxing jaunt through the forest. Please don't steal my kills, leader person. That's a bad leader. Go get your own kills. Wow, that's just... There's a word for that. Not something I can say on that.
何か仕掛けを解くのいいでしょう
Oh, weird. Why would you ask me to switch when I'm so far away? Whatever, I want this down.
起動するわ
Dang it! Rude. Well, I'm not getting up that time. So I think only your party members can bring you back to life. I don't think anyone who's not a party member... Oh, maybe this person helped me. Oh, wow! So any person can bring somebody back to life. That's cool. That just means the other players I was playing with are jerks. Because I've literally died and had people run past me all the time. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm too far away from my party. It's like, oh no, apparently anybody can resurrect me. Right. Mission clear. Objective updated. Defeat the thing. Blah, blah, blah.
ボスを討伐するのじゃ
Have to do this 4 more times.
飛ぶわ
Kwing has to go to sleep sometime. Yeah, let me know when that is. I can't get in the door. Let me in!
加速するわ
I can't interact with anything. Oh wait, now I can. Let me in, please! Thank you.
この辺の魔獣も遊んであるいい調子だし油断しちゃダメよ敵よ出さない消してあげる
Yeah. I hit the switch animation. I don't know why it didn't work. Go! Fight, win. Tell how much life you have left.
行けソードゴーレム先なさい 敵がダウンしてる。チャンス。
How did you manage to do that? It's so random.
MG も狙い撃ち。ご苦労だったわね。
I'm just gonna go
あり
stare
が
at
とう
the
ござい
wall.
ます。すごいです。わかったよ。どんまいだな。
頼んだぜ。
ナイス。お願いね。ありがとな。すごいすごい。大丈夫だよ。
Is it really sugoi sugoi? Is it?
ありがとな。
I don't think so. Yeah, we're not getting an episode of SAO.
私がいるんだもの。当
Probably
然
do
よ
a grinding stream then. Late night grinding stream. Because that's the only way I'll get to play SAO tomorrow. Ding!
ランクアップ
You got a reward!
当然の
Hooray.
結果だわ。
Look at me, this is how excited I am. Can you tell my excitement? So tonight's SAO got 880 views, it's still short 900. Boo!
クイネラだったら GGO に来てもすごい戦績残しそうだよな。私はどんな世界でもこの手に収めてみせるわ。ピトフーイと戦わせたら面白いことになりそうだよな。
I'd like to see who? Type of item you can create. What item? Okay. So, someone was nice enough to... Akira gave me a code. So I'm gonna try to put that in now. Of course, I'm not gonna show you guys the code, because, yeah. I go over to store, enter serial code. Okay. Whoop. Okay, so the code is... that. That. This. Okay. Wait, what? Why does it only do one at a time? That's stupid. Okay. Hi. Incorrect serial code. Why? How is it an incorrect code? Is it because I didn't do all caps? Fine. Valid until December, it says. Why would it say invalid code? That's weird. Understand why they would have you do all caps then. Okay, it says I've received a serial code. Received a serial code. Check the message box in the lobby. Okay. Why 15? That's so annoying. 5 more. My gosh. 5 more of this torturous thing. Quest, Truth and Lies. No. Oh shoot.
好きにやらせてもらうわ。
Watch it be another escort mission. Bathing suit. Nah, pirate. Am I still here? Yep, I'm still up. Even after I go offline streaming, I still am gonna finish this. And I have dishes to do, I have to make the YouTube short, I have to figure out what I'm streaming tomorrow, because it most likely is not gonna be SAO. Previous stream stopped after 886. That's not even anywhere close to 900. So, I don't know. Only definite stream tomorrow is Zelda and no Ace Attorney, no SAO. Didn't get 1,000 views for Ace Attorney, didn't get 1,000 views for SAO. So, that's it. Whoop.
よいか。最終目標はコボルドロードの撃破じゃ。拠点攻略が目標。急いで。
That's edgy.
飛行で
EG.
きる下僕が欲しいわね。
Nautilus.
下僕？嫌ですよそんなの。ここじゃ儀式はできない。残念だけど敵よ。
Oh, that dude wasn't even following a...
これで不用意が覚えられるわね。そうそう、こうでなくちゃね。
Oh, of course the lady in the bathing suit is my party leader. Makes sense.
ここは片付いたわね。
Do 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 do. I'm just flying, I'm not trying to be first. I don't care.
敵よ。
Made me mad.
いろいろする。解放しよう。 ここは片付いたわね。そうそう、こうでなくちゃ。見つけたわ、全滅。
Oop. So in my party is a Kirito player, or I think.
降りるよ。見つけたわ。
Oh, edgy is okay. EG, edgy, whatever it means.
これならこれに避けられる見つけたわ。これならあげるわ。降りるよ。してるのに逃がさないわ。飛ぶよ。降りるよ。敵をこれにしようぜ。
Ta-da, ta-da.
攻略完了。へそもこうでなくちゃね。
I think we're having somebody who's not in our party hang out with us. Might be a couple people. Ah, it doesn't matter. I have to replay this level again anyway.
見つけたわ。目標のミッションをすべてクリアするとボスへの転送門が開くようじゃ。みんなで協力して攻略するのじゃ。ここの敵を全滅させるわよ。
Mwah. Ah. Wow, he's still not dead. That's crazy. Level up. Oh. Hi, hi. Mission complete.
欲しかったわ。飛ぶわ。行くわよ。何か仕掛けを解くのね。降りるわ。いいですよ。
I just want to leave.
起動するわ。どうなるかしらね。
The other person's like, I want out too.
回復が必要ね。どうなるかしらね。こうでなくちゃね。どうなるかしらね。
on, thingy, go faster! It looked like he was stuck in a glitch, but he's not. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to end the level for everyone's sanity. Including my own, because I've had to play this level over and 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 over. And over. Yeah! Oof, oof, oof. No. Hooray, let's get out of here.
目標クリア。転送門へ行くわ。転送門が開いたぞ。先へ進み、ボスを討伐するのじゃ。
And there was much rejoicing. Not really.
回復が必要だ。この辺の魔獣に押され遊んであげる。
I've come to kill you. Except you won't die. Someone else will get the random shot at the end. That's just how it goes. Hame, hame. Ah! How can I switch when I'm on the ground? Explain that to me. See? It doesn't matter. Someone else still managed to get the last hit. It's so random. Hooray. Alright, I think I have one more left in me. Do it one more time and then call it. And then I'll do the other 3 off camera. Like, I'll pace myself the rest of the night to do it. I'll go take a break, do some dishes, clean up the cat mess, set up the stream, because Zelda's the only stream that's happening. That is from our series. Maybe we should get away with doing 2 Zelda streams tomorrow. I don't know. I don't think I had that many very KOs. More of this stuff, right? Yeah, I only had 11, because I wasn't even trying to kill enemies. Oops. Oh wow, she's rank 13 now. Hooray. No progression on this amazing thing. Ah, no one's here for you, Kirito. They all left! Mwah ha ha ha. Ugh. I wish they would do something about this though, like where they say, oh yeah, for the entire week, 15. It's like, that's too much. 10 is fine. You don't need to do 15 or 20. 7, like, ranger things is not possible either. It takes 59 minutes to do one free roaming thing. You would have to do a free roaming thing every day for 50 minutes. I mean, who has time to do that? No one. Unlocks in 15 hours. Ha! What's this? Oh. Never mind. You can easily claim it. Claim. Hooray. Alright, thank you, Akira, for the code. Let's see, who do I want to give the military fatigues to? Mess around with them. Yeah, controllers will own batteries, of course it is. Nope. Maybe. Yeah. Ha! That's kind of funny. Green battle gear! Fairy tale dress? Huh? Okay, Alice. Hooray. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's everything. Can't believe the Fairy King has better stuff. Alright, last one. You can leave free roam at any time? It should still count? I got a penalty when I left free roam that one time. It said if they continue doing it, or whatever. And another time when I tried to leave a co-op quest, it said it didn't count toward me being in the game. It should still count. It might have counted a few days ago, but it hasn't been counting in a while. I tried it again on Thursday. Man, I really wanted to play SAO today. Oh well. Yeah, it hasn't moved. It's been at 888.
"最高司祭たるゆえんを見せてあげるわ."
Oops.
し遊んであげるわ。よいか。最終目標
No, not the last quest of the night is a stupid spider.
おちびさんを護衛ね。変な感じだわ。
Oh joy, I'm the leader. Yeah, I get to be the leader for the last quest of the night. Awesome. There's nothing more that I love than...
そんなの。ここじゃ儀式はできないから安心して。
Hooray.
残念だけどね。護衛ご苦労。シャーロット、出発じゃ。見つけたわ。お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。
Try to keep it off the spider, please.
シャーロット、出発じゃ。
Go on, you can go.
当てる。全滅。見つけたわ。お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。シャーロット、出発じゃ。見つけたわ。お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。
Dice is slices.
シャーロット、出発じゃ。
I'm staying with you, don't worry about it.
敵よ。お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。シャーロット、出発じゃ。そこ。お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。
Please move again.
消えなさい。シャーロット、出発じゃ。見つけたわ。あげる。
Come on.
そこ。
Let us go, Charlotte.
敵よ。
Is there a reason why you guys always take my...
お前の相手は私だ。私に任せなさい。シャーロット、出発じゃ。
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Let's go.
シャーロット、出発じゃ。敵よ。 お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。
You can go now. You can go now.
護衛ご苦労。シャーロット、出発じゃ。
Anytime would be good.
見つけたわ。
And we're gonna...
今回復する。
まだまだ私に任せなさい。お前の相手は私です。シャーロット、出発じゃ。お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。お主ら、周りの敵を倒してくれ。 釣りなさい。まとまっていきますよ。最高司令様、続けてください。釣りなさい。2チェンジャー、よくやったな。
Yeah.
目的地に到着じゃ。助かったぞ。道中で
Shut up, Charlotte. Don't care. Goodbye.
おちびさん到着。転送門へ向かう
Oh,
わ
I
よ。
always make that same
目標
mistake.
のミッションをすべてクリアするとボスへの転送門が開くようじゃ。皆で協力して攻略するのじゃ。
Seriously.
敵よ。当てる。何か仕掛けを解くの？いいでしょう。どうなるかしらね。
You should, you know, go get the other console. Don't have to fight every monster you see. Just make this level last longer than it need be. But okay. Need to find the other consoles. Where's the next one? I don't know.
お前の相手は私です。甘い。飛ぶわ。起動するわ。
Okay.
起動するわ。
Why aren't you guys looking for the last console? You know what? I don't even want to know. Just don't tell me. Last one up here. Doesn't look like it. Nope. By all means, if you find the last console, activate it. I don't see nothing. Uh,
遅い。お前の相手は私です。食らってみろ。もうちょっと楽しませてちょうだい。任務完了ね。
Thank you.
次へ行くわ。飛ぶわ。行くわよ。何か仕掛けを解くの？
I'm coming to help deactivate the towers so this can end. You missed. Almost there. Great! Alright, I'm setting up the Zelda stream. Yatta!
次へ行くわ。目標達成。転送門へ向かうわ。転送門が開いたぞ。先へ進み、ボスを討伐するのじゃ。
Land last attack. Never happened.
この辺の魔獣の長少し遊んであげる。
Aww. Ouch. Okay, how many else of ours do you have left, guy?
リリースリコレクション。相手をしてあげます。静止にしてあげる。18チェーン。最後よ。先生とじゃ。
Why?
みんな大活躍だったね。
Yatta.
ご苦労だったわね。
If you need me, I'll be bashing my head up against the wall. Oof, 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 oof. Why? 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 Frustrating! Ugh. Yay.
私が読んだもの、当然よね。この感覚、懐かしいわね。
Hey, Crossfighter, how's it going? Alright. So, you won't see me complete the thing. But... this one has... let's see... 12, 13, 14, 15. 4 more times, so... 4 more times before 8 in the morning, I'll do that, but I have stuff I gotta do. So I'm setting up your Zelda stream. If you guys want SAO, you gotta watch part 7. I'll redirect you to part 7 and you can try to push it. But so far the only stream that is definite is part 15 of The Legend of Zelda. And probably multiverses. Or not multiverses. Well, maybe multiverses. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Last multiverse stream got 1,000 views. I could show another Batman skin or something. I'll tell you what, guys and gals, shadow banning sucks because you have to work harder than everybody. And there's no guarantee that your series are even going to get to continue because nobody can see them. So, this is the part I hate the most. When you're near the end of a series and people stop watching it, I mean, the chances of it finishing aren't always 50-50. But, Zelda's case, we're gonna go through a lot of stuff tomorrow so that we're in better shape with Zelda. Maybe I should double up on Zelda. I don't even know how much is left of Zelda. Let's do the 345 for Zelda, October 6th. That's fine. Yep. Alrighty.
よかったわね、シリカ。あんた今ならユナにサインもらいたい放題よ。でもプライベートなのにもらっちゃっていいんでしょうか。いいんじゃない？ユナも暇そうだし。ユナさんに迷惑そうな顔をされたら嫌なので、リズさん、サインくださいって言ってください。まあ、仕方ないわね。今度パフェおごりなさいよ。
Alright, so anyway, people, that's it, that's all. You'll be redirected to Zelda. I would strongly recommend watching episode 7 of SAO, Fractured Dream, so you get episode 8 tomorrow. Otherwise, have to see if we'll get a stream on Monday or not. And then I'm gone Tuesday, so there'll be no stream Tuesday. And then maybe I can do SAO late on Wednesday night. So. And then my focus is going to be Dragon Ball, so... yeah. Alright, guys. See you tomorrow. God bless, happy gaming, have a great night. Thank you for the super chats, and thank you for the gifted membership. Stay awesome, everybody.